Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to the Pan Study Center. Today we are going to see the chapter of geography, and what is our topic today? The evergreen rainforest biomes. There is the most important here. The evergreen rainforest biomes. That is important. The first point here, according to the evergreen rainforest biomes, the geographically background. The geographically is background is the most important point here. This biome extends up to the 10 degrees is altitude on the both side of the equator. The cover their area of the Amazon lowland of South America is a kangaroo is a basin of the equilaterals Africa and Southeastern Asia islands extending from the Sumatra and the New is the Junius. There is the area is shown in the figure. There is important here. This area experiences a high temperature through their area with a range as the little as 2 Celsius here. However, their daily range of temperature is much higher than to the annual range of temperature here. These areas get a heavy rainfall running between to the 150 Celsius centimeter to 250 is a centimeter. It is a distributed through the year. The important here point there the area get a heavier rainfall ranging between 150 centimeter to 250 centimeter here. The rainfall is occurred in the afternoon almost on the daily basis, and this also is happens because of the huge amount of the water vapor is reaching in their atmosphere due to high temperature. Hence, this area is considered to be on equable climate as a both temperature and rainfall are high for the whole of the year. There is an important point here, and the next year show the figure on this area. Here show the map on the most important है Kagero, Sahara, Thar, Arabians, Kaharis and the Atama. There is the most important show in this diagram, and there is a map is important area here. The second here natural vegetation and animal life. There is important here natural vegetation and animal life here. The combination of the heat and the moisture make these biomes as a perfect environment for a great variety of plants and animal species. You know that there is important the combination of heat and the moisture make this biome as a perfect environment for a great variety of the plant and animal species. The variety of plant species can be understood from the fact that 1 square kilometer many contain as many as about 1,000 of different types of plant species. Most of the trees have a butter stress as trunks and shallows is the root and the large dark evergreens leaves. The evergreen is a rainforest is arranged in their three leaves. The canopies are upper levels. There is a trees lies between about 20 meter to 50 meters. Most of them are the hard wooden trees like ebonies, mahagonis, rosewood, and cedarwoods, and chestnut, etc. That is important here. And the next here, the second leaves of the intermediate leaves, there are tree lies between about 10 meters to be 20 meters. The most important plant of this group is a plum trees. You know that there is important here. The most important plant of this group is a plum trees. Apart from the plum trees is epiphytic and parasitic plants are also found in this layer. The third are lower level lies from a surface leap to about a 10 meter of heights. Under this category, a variety of plants are found, namely the orchids, ferns, mosses, and herbs, and bananas, and pineapple, etc. Because of the tall and broad leaved and the dense plant, sunlight could not be reached at the lowest leaf surface. Because of poor photosynthesis process at this level, number of plant species are very low. Like a vegetation, evergreen rainforest is inhabited by the numerous birds, mammals, insects, etc. There is important here. Is a like a vegetation, evergreen rainforest is inhabited by the numerous birds, mammals, insects, etc. And some important animals of these biomes are jaguar and lemur and the earthworm and the elephant, etc. Macaw, parrots, sloth, and the ducks are some of the important birds of this area. The most of birds are colorful. The water bodies of the equatorial area are also rich in the animal life with alligators, turtles, and fishes and frog, hippopotamus, etc. And because of there is the impermeability and the high vegetation growth in the lower part, the most of the insect, birds, and animal resides on the branches of the tree. The water bodies of equatorial area are also rich in animal life with the alligator, turtles, fishes, frog, and hippopotamus, etc. Because of the impermeability and the high vegetation growth in the lower part, most of the insect, birds, and animals resides on the branches of the tree. Generally, they do not come down to the ground. The productivity of the tropical rainforest biomes is the highest of all the biomes types of the world. It may be pointed out that the rainforest biome represents only 30% of the total geographical area of the world. But this biome accounts for the 40% of the total is the productivity of the world. The next point here, human response. The human response here is important here. Human beings has also started to be damage this biologically rich ecosystem through the various developmental activity, and these activities are construction of the large dam and reservoirs and the roads and the highways, extraction of the timbers, cleanliness for a posture of crops, encouragement and the cleanliness by the landless, peasant, etc. There is an important here human response. Ecologists argue that if the cleanliness of continue at the recent rates, all of the world as a undistributed rainforest is likely to have a disappeared or to be damaged by the 200 2020, and this would be lead to be a irreparable loss of biological assets. Rainforests contain about 40% of the all now species of plants and animal. There is an important point here. The rainforest contain about 40% of all known as their species plant and animal. A clearness of rainforest causing the loss of the valuable natural resource including hardwood and trees and tree products such as quinones, rubbers, vegetables, and gums, etc. There is an important point here. And this loss is just not ecologically but also has a very significant environmental consequence. And the evergreen forest provide to the various environmental service by the helping to be regulate global weather patterns and the soil erosions, river floodings in the tropical etc. Evidence show that a tropical deforestation has led to be greenhouse effect and global warming by the removing an important carbon sink air.